As a society, we've become used to computer problems of one kind or another, just as we've become used to computers. We're so used to them, in fact, that few of us stop to think of the extent to which they now play a role in our everyday lives.
Hello, how are we all doing? Happy Friday. I hope you've had a hard week going into work. I know most of you haven't. How's working from home, guys? How's it going? How's Craig? How's Chris? Alan, Addy, hello, Ryan, good to see you all. Just another quick blog update. And I thought I'd do it live again because I enjoyed it so much yesterday. It was so much nicer talking to you in real time, albeit over your text, than recording them. And also, it's nice to not eat into my video making time in the daytime. Come home, get a glass of wine, have a look in my inbox and see what videos you've sent in, and do it this way. It just feels nicer all round. So I hope you enjoy it this way. And I've also got with me Gizmo's in her chair next to me, having a clean. Hello, Gizmo. She doesn't like being stroked when she's having a clean, but she's joining us today. And we've got a video. We've got in the top right-hand corner of the screen, we've got a little ZX Spectrum game, which was sent in or suggested to me by the guy who made it on Twitter. So we'll see what we can score on it. And that's it. I've only got one video to show you today, so it's a pretty quick diary entry, but also a chance to check in and see how you're all doing. We mentioned on yesterday's diary that here in the UK the lockdown had been extended for, they said at least 3 weeks, but I'm going to say no less than 6 for sure. Considering Wuhan, they were locked down for 11 weeks. And it's kind of today I've kind of had the extended lockdown blues. I don't know about you guys. You know, the first 3 weeks were kind of quite novel. We've been locked down, you know, we've got to get used to all this new stuff. It's all different. And now they've said, yeah, you got to do it for another 3 weeks at least. I don't know, I feel a bit deflated about it all. I don't know how you guys feel about it. Maybe it's because it's the nice weather's gone as well. But we'll get through it. We'll get through it. And we'll get through it today, starting with Stog feels the same. Dan was feeling it like it last week, yeah. Okay, I'm glad it's not just me. I mean, I'm kind of lucky because I don't live in a small flat. I've got a house with a garden, albeit a small garden, but it's a garden. And I live with Lily, so I have company. It's got to be tough. It's got to be tough if you're isolated in a flat on your own. feel for those people. Oh, hey Tina, nice to see you. So if you were watching yesterday, Tina showed us her, it was a Neo Geo Pocket Color, which we all enjoyed, so thank you for sending that in. Dan's on his own in a flat. Dan, talk us through how you're managing. Have you got lots of friends to video call? It doesn't feel like so long ago that I was on my own in a flat, and I could so very, if it wasn't through certain circumstances, still be there in this situation in another country. That would have been pretty scary. Hi Laura. So let's have a little look at alcohol is James's one-word answer. Hello Dave. Right, now most of you are here, I think. What you're seeing on the screen here is the house of Craig in chat. You can tell it's Craig's house because he's got his massive speakers, which, correct me if I'm wrong Craig, but I think you built them. Did you build them yourself or you customized them? And he's got his turntable there. Sub down at the bottom left and all his audio equipment. And we're going to have a look in Craig's house. Let's take the music down. Tell me if it's too loud or too quiet. Dan says, I'm still working at the office to get some social interaction between... I've been live watching Doctor Who with your brother. That's awesome. Okay, good. Oh, hang on, I've got the audio muted. Let's start that again.
Hello, Cave Dwellers.
Hello, Craig. Everyone say hello to Craig in the chat, please.
Craig here, just showing you as much as I can in a short clip. So, at the moment, my PlayStation 3 is showing Gran Turismo, which is a PlayStation 1 game.
PlayStation 3, is that the PlayStation VR or is that something else next to it? I've never used the PlayStation VR. Not sure what that one is.
Here's a doggo.
Hello, doggo.
Over here, I've got a Neo Geo CD, then a SNES.
Ooh, Neo Geo CD. Now, that is something I would like, but I'm under the impression, and correct me if I'm wrong, Craig, that it's either a single or a double speed CD, and it's pretty slow. I mean, the Neo Geo experience for me is arcadey. It's instant, How do you manage with that? Is it good? Does it just load it all in and then it's instant, or is there a lot of loading and seeking?
An original Game Boy. All the controllers are kept in this cubby hole up here, and then you can see my laptop and an Oculus Rift just over here.
Oh, that's the Oculus. Okay, that answers that question. I'm just going to reverse here a little bit. Rewind, not reverse. Because you've skipped straight past 3 minis there. We got the NES Mini, we got the PlayStation Mini, and we got the SNES Mini. So you like your minis.
There's an Oculus Rift just over here for VR gaming.
He completely ignored Neil's question. He did.
Now we're upstairs in the main cave. So.
Oh, hang on. It did this yesterday. It moves on to another video and it doesn't play it. So let me just reopen the video. Craig part 2.
Now we're upstairs in the main cave. So
no, we're not. We're not, Craig. We're still down in your lounge. So let's reopen that. Ah, the joys of OBS. Doo-doo-doo. Let's go to Craig's folder.
Now we're upstairs in the main cave.
Yes, we are now upstairs in the main cave. I know Craig's very proud of this. His PVM.
So on the left is a Sony PVM with a Sega Saturn inside.
A what Saturn? Let me just hear that again, Craig.
On the left is a Sony PVM with a Sega Saturn inside.
A Sega Saturn? Oh, you're going to get us into the whole Sega, Sega, and now Sega debate.
Installed. On the right is my Pentium 3 PC playing Unreal, which has a Voodoo 2 installed in it. This PC also has a Voodoo 2 in it, but it's a Pentium 2. I've got a Voodoo 1 card arriving for that later on next week, I assume it will be hereby.
He likes his Voodoo, so what's the idea, Craig? Are you going to SLI the 2 Voodoo 2s once you get a Voodoo 1? That would be nice. Hello, Classic Gaming Quarterly, good to see you here. He says he pronounces Sega, Sega, Sega the same way I do.
On the desk is something a bit different. These are CD Walkmans, a mini disc Walkman, and a Sony car Discman.
I'm particularly interested in the car Discman because Craig did show me a little clip of this, and I hope he's going to open it. Let's see if he does.
This is going to be installed in my car properly with this cradle on show for the remote control to dock into. There's a LCD on the remote control, and this unit will actually transmit all the settings data and the track information across to this, so I can see what's going on if I need to. All the buttons are illuminated as well, but the main reason I bought it is because
do it.
The
Yes,
lid is motorised.
There it is.
So obviously this isn't going to get used hugely in the car, not very often, but sometimes Spotify doesn't work. So I've got this.
I love Craig's logic here. Sometimes Spotify doesn't work. So I've bought a Sony car Discman that I think you imported from Japan, didn't you? It's quite a stretch to get to that logic, but I definitely approve of it.
And when it's not in the car, I can just keep doing this. I think I've used about 20 AA batteries so far doing this. Lovely. Cheers, guys. See you soon.
Oh, he's gone. He's gone. Okay, I just want to bring that back
Now
up
we're up.
because I would like to just see the PCs under the desk again. Oh, hang on, we've got these on the desk as well. So you've got your mini disc player. You do like your Sony Walkman. I had a Sony Discman. Although that one says Walkman. What are they? Are they Discman? Are they Walkman? I had a Discman right about when they started getting affordable with skip protection. So they had built-in memory. But I still had to walk like really carefully to college. Or I had to sit on the bus and hold my Discman like really flat to make sure that it didn't skip while I was listening to The Prodigy. I'm assuming the Discman's got a huge buffer built into it, Craig. They are CD Walkman. So what's a Discman? What's the difference between a Discman and a Walkman? A Walkman to me is a cassette tape. So let's go back. Here's the beige goodness. So you've got an oh no, that's a Precision. I thought it was an Optiplex. So you've got a Precision. Does that then have a one of those CAD or designer graphic cards in there rather than the gaming ones? What were they called? Oh, the wine has made all of the names disappear from my head. Is it a Xeon CPU? Was it the Quadra graphics cards? Can't remember. Anyway, tell us about that, Craig. You've got the compact here. My preference is the one on the right here. The more kind of generic box rather than the compact branded one. Very nice. Yes, it's got a Quadro something. Okay, and a dual Xeon. Yes. Nice. You want to get Windows 2000 on there with your dual CPU license and see what you can do with it. But yeah, really nice setup, Craig. I particularly like in the first video you had the lounge setup with the big speakers and all the consoles. Love it. What are we saying in chat? Oh yeah, we're talking about the Sega pronunciation. And Kai says the right hand one is the desktop version of the InWin S500 case. Kai knows his stuff. There we go. Russell says dual CPU license. Yes, back in the Windows 2000 days, I think two CPUs was standard. You could run, but if you wanted any more than two CPUs, you had to get the enterprise license to be able to actually use those cores. So, we'll have a little go on this Spectrum game then. Let me expand the window. There we go. It's called Magenta Gym. And it comes courtesy of... Let me get rid of Craig. There we go. On Twitter, @_GazMarshall. Every week he does Follow Friday. And I'm very fortunate in that because I've got quite a few followers and I'm a popular channel for whatever reason, I get lots of people tag me on Follow Friday. And for that reason, and this is not a complaint, Twitter is a bit of a lost cause on a Friday. I log into Twitter on a Friday and my notifications are I'm just swamped. But I always look out for Gaz's because he seems to program either an intro or a loading screen or a game even on the ZX Spectrum with all of the names of the people in there. So it's really cool to see, like we had the RMC game earlier this week from Kevin. It's that kind of thing, but he does it every week. So he's well worth a follow, and he's put this game out, which is just a quick game that he's knocked up. So let's have a quick go on this. See what we can score. I've turned the volume down because I'll turn it up to start with. It makes me kind of nauseous. It's well, you'll see. Let's just play it. Do you hear that? It's weird. It makes me dizzy. It's sort of rapidly going from the left ear to the right ear, and it's discombobulating. So I turn the sound off, but otherwise, here is the game. I am Magenta Bob. Was it Magenta Bob? I can't remember what it was called now. Jim. Magenta Jim. Yeah, I know, right? Whacked man. So it's kind of got a Chucky Egg feel to it, I guess. Without the jumping and without the giant bird. Jim is definitely magenta. Always very ambitious when it says level 1 with 3 numbers, as if we're going to get to level 100. So what have we all got planned for this weekend then? Because here in the UK, the lovely sunny weather's disappeared, so even if we wanted to have a private barbecue at home, it's not looking good. Isn't that Puce? Puce Pete is the sequel to Magenta Jim. I'm smashing this. Ah, happy birthday, Mrs. Pillock. And please forgive Chris for all of the things he's been buying recently. Dan, God, it's really hard to read and play chat. Play chat? You see how hard it is? It's really hard to play and read chat. This is kind of fun, isn't it? I'd love to be able to knock something like this up. Oh, we've got a hammer down here. What does that do? Nothing. Gets me killed. Win some nonsense. I'm on my first glass. Not the wine, surely. So Stog has a monster joystick and a GoTech on the way. Very nice. Blockulator would have paid $1.99. I don't know. I'd like to see a bit more variety, but we only got to level 4 there before I absolutely got destroyed. We can have another little go on it, can't we? We'll see if we can get a little bit further. We must have a gaming stream soon. I'm going to finish the PC Engine series. I'm going to finish filming it next week, unless I destroy it, but if all goes to plan, I'll finish it next week. And I was a bit pleased with myself today. You would have seen, if you follow me on Twitter, I've managed to design and 3D print my first ever part. So I first had to get to grips with CAD with a little help from Howard at Dubious Engineering on Skype. So he Skyped and did a screen share and just got me started. And then I designed the part I needed to do the RGB mod on the PC Engine. And, you know, quite often when I finish a series, I like to do a live stream exploring the games. And I'd love to do it on the PC Engine because, oh, I'm doing terribly here. There are so many good games to explore. But if I do a big live stream, I can't get the gang round. I can't get Gary and Andrew and Craig and all of the others over. Because I've got to be in isolation and it's just not the same, so... Maybe we'll do a little stream like this from home. I didn't even get past level 2 that time. Yes, it is a Spectrum game. But be nice about the Spectrum because ZX Renew is here now. Now, normally I don't stream at the weekends. Oh, I'm giving up because I'm getting progressively worse at this game. Normally I don't stream at the weekends, but tomorrow we're going to repeat. I'll come back to you in a second, Grant. Tomorrow we're going to repeat what we did last Saturday because it was so fun and you guys seem to enjoy it so much. So tomorrow on Twitch, so that will be twitch.tv/TheRetroManCave. Go and give me a follow now. We're going to do another RMC quiz, and quite a few of you in the chat, including Chris and Craig, have sent in questions. We've got a picture round, we might have a music round. It's mostly based around computers and retro gaming, but we did have a Scotch egg round last week, and we do have similar rounds this week. 50 questions, about an hour. There's an on-screen system that will score points, so there will be a winner and there will be a prize for the winner. So if you want to join us tomorrow, I think it's going to be 8 PM UK time for a bit of a pub quiz. Bring your own beers. It'd be great to see you there. And I think that's about it for today's vlog entry. The nice thing about doing them live like this as well is they're just naturally longer. Even though we've only got one video to show, it's just because I can chat with you guys. They're just naturally longer videos. So I think it's better for everyone. And I think I will continue to do them live, if that's okay with you. Dave, Velociraptor, as of yesterday, is a Spectrum Plus 3 owner. Congratulations. It is British summertime, Ben, so we are GMT +1. Although you wouldn't know it looking out the window. Okay, well, hang on in there, guys. We're in this for the long haul, aren't we? After yesterday's extension here in the UK and other extensions that I'm hearing being announced. Grant, I will check now because I hadn't received your video in my email 30 minutes ago when I messaged you. So let me just check my email quickly for you and I will tell you if it's arrived. Bear with. What happened to the Retro Cave Olympics? We can do another round of Cave Olympics sometime. Yes, Grant. Top of my email inbox is your email with the link. I mean, I can try and shall I download this now? Do you want another video? Because I trust Grant not to have sent me an abusive video. Let me get it downloaded and we'll have another quick video before we end today's stream. We are downloading. Hello, Morgan. Jamie, sorry. It always throws me when people have names in their YouTube channel that isn't their name. Yeah, I find it hard enough remembering people's names. But you can't have two names. Got no chance if you do that. Right, let's open this in VLC. You got it, Velociraptor, like Ralph. Retrotech Ralph. Ralph. I've got no problems with that. There he is, the face of Grant, who is in chat right now. And let's see what Grant's got to show us.
Greetings, cave dwellers.
I'll just take the volume up a bit because it's a bit quiet.
Greetings, cave dwellers.
Can you hear that okay, guys? It's looking a bit low on the VU, so I'm just going to knock it up a bit. Sounds okay? Okay, fine.
Greetings, cave dwellers. This is C64 Woody, or Grant, coming from Texas, and I'm going to give you a tour of my loft. Okay, let's start with this chair. This actually was my uncle's chair. My dad...
Oh, hello. We've got an RMC pillow. Look at that. Hopefully the audio is okay now. It was a bit quiet in the intro, but then it jumped up. So hopefully it's okay for you. Look at this glitzy RMC pillow. Why hasn't everyone got one of these? Amazing.
His brother, he passed away just before I got married. My uncle, not my father. And that's a picture of my aunt, various books, mostly of the theological nature. Piano, or keyboard really. Yes, I do play, mostly by ear.
You're going to play us something?
There's Chester.
You can't show us a piano and not play us a tune. We're going to need a follow-up video, Grant, with a tune.
My manual typewriter. It's a Royale.
A Royale with cheese. You know who likes manual typewriters? Famously, let's just rewind it there.
There's Chester, my manual typewriter.
Oh, brilliant. By pausing it, I've managed to freeze up the video. Tom Hanks is a big fan of the typewriter. This video has completely frozen. Let me just try opening it again.
Cave dwellers.
No, completely frozen. I'm going to have to use something other than VLC for this stuff, aren't I? Let me open it again. VLC is usually pretty rock solid. Bear with.
Greetings, cave dwellers. Greetings.
Okay.
Chair.
Right, so the lesson here is if I try and skip through the video, it completely freezes up. So the lesson here is just let it play. I can pause it, but if I try and skip it, it just freezes. Okay, we'll go from the top. Greetings. Come on.
Greetings, cave dwellers. This is C64 Woody, or Grant, coming from Texas, and I'm going to give you a tour of my loft.
Even then, it's getting choppy.
Okay, let's start with
Here we
this
go.
chair.
Okay.
This actually was my uncle's chair. My dad's brother, he passed away just before I got married. My uncle, not my father.
They look like books of a theological nature.
And that's a picture of my aunt. Various books, mostly of the theological nature.
That's what I thought.
Piano, or keyboard, really. Yes, I do play, mostly by ear.
But he's not going to play
There's
for
Chester,
us.
my manual typewriter.
Do you know who likes typewriters?
And various software, joysticks, things for this guy. Clint,
Ooh.
my Commodore 64.
Hello, Clint. Show us some more of... Oh, no, I can't
And
rewind it.
here's my
It'll
latest
freeze.
Acquisition.
Damn, that was a Commodore 64
Amiga
with wood grain.
1200.
Good RMC mug, 100 points.
Take a sip of coffee.
Oh, a bit of coverage there for Pints and Amigas.
There's the iMac.
If you're not subscribed to Pints... Oh, there we go, it's finished. That was it. Okay. Yes, Pints and Amiga. Grant, feel free to post a link in the chat because there will be lots of Amiga fans in the chat. Pints and Amiga do a live stream as well as videos, but very regularly they do live streams. And they're very entertaining because they're Amiga stuff. And I always enjoy watching Amiga videos from the American perspective because it's a completely different perspective to what I grew up with. So we'll just wait for Grant to furiously go and find that link and post it in the chat. I'll pop the music back on.
I've got a better one. My heart.
Your heart? What good will that weak little thing?
Yes, Grant, you do need to do... If you do a little piano piece for me, we'll use it as the intro for the next vlog while people are joining.
I've become part of their heart just to save them from the heart of mine. And if they think of me now and then, if they don't forget me, then our hearts will be one. I don't need a weapon. My friends are my power.
Neil says, did I recently see an ORAC One box in your cave? Yes, you did, sir. I don't know the condition of it, so we better find out, hadn't we? What I really want to do is get hold of an Atmos to go with it, an ORAC Atmos, so that we can do the two together, tear them down, do the, give them the full works, fix them if they need fixing. But if not, I'll just do the ORAC One and then we'll do a follow-up at some point with the Atmos. I do happen to have some ORAC One cassette games up in the loft, so we've got something to test them out with. Yeah, we'll give it a go. I don't know a huge amount about the ORAC One, but there are certain people I know who do rave about them. Bonjour, Arata. Grant can't post the link, so just before we sign off today, I'm going to go and get that link. Let me get that. I'm doing great, thank you. How are you doing, Morgan Just Games? How have you guys only... Oh, you got... I know you've worked hard for it. Let's stop that. But I could have sworn you had more than 301 subscribers. I'm going to subscribe to you on using my second channel account. So you get 2 subs from me. there you go. If you like your Amiga stuff, go and subscribe to that link in the chat now. And enjoy some Amiga goodness. These guys have got some serious hardware. We're talking vampires and all sorts of other accelerators and goodies and add-ons. So go and give them a sub. As always, thank you for tuning in. The next diary will be on Monday, but hopefully I'll see you all tomorrow for the quiz night. I'll get my glitzy jacket on and we'll have 50 questions with a prize, and I hope to see you all there. Twitch.tv, I will put the link in there so you can go and sub to that as well. Twitch.tv/the-retro-man-cave. Go and give me a follow and hit that, I think it's the bell on Twitch, is it? Hit whatever it is so that you get a notification tomorrow so you don't miss it and you can come and join us for the quiz. Okay, take care everyone. Thank you for tuning in, and have a great weekend. See you tomorrow, hopefully. Bye bye. He's waving.